Gross. That kills Catilda too. Oh, no, oops! The Proctor. Oh, my lantern. No, 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 no. Not like this. Hello, good game. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Thank you all so much for taking the time to support the channel. Today, we're in standard best of one with a brand new Azorius spirit deck. Yesterday, we played with Bant spirits. I'm trimming it down, making it more competitive, focusing solely on the ability to lock out our opponent's field state. In today's video, we'll talk about the strategies, the synergies within the deck, and then demonstrate all of this within the gameplay footage, wrapping up with our final thoughts, deck review, and newly included card of the day. Make sure to like the video to show your support, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more great content just like this. Let's take a look at the deck. The Holy Ghost is here within standard, best of one, 60 cards, 2.1 average mana value with the 32 creatures to our 4 non-creatures. Holy Toledo. So you would think that this is an aggro deck, but it really isn't. You can pretend it is. It's a mid-range. You can maybe consider it a tempo deck with all of the lockout. 24 lands here with the lighter curve will really ensure that we're folding out to 3 consistently every time. And then, getting to 4 and 5 so we can start double casting 2 spells per turn to gain a nice advantage here within the tempo style. Spirits are the name of the game. It's a tribal deck. Patrician Geist for 3/2/2 flying. Other spirits you control get +1/+1. Spells you cast from the grave cost 1 less to cast. All right, nothing new here. This was in our spirit deck that we took a look at yesterday. That was Bant. That had the inclusion of green. It was a little bit more value based and a little less lockout based, which we'll get to here in a second. If you're interested in that, I'll have it pinned in the comments below. So the Patrician Geist, pushing up all of our other spirits, right? That's kind of what it is here for. Plus, we have Disturbed within the deck. No flashback today, and this will be a nice way to reduce the cost of those spells, as typically they are more expensive being cast from the grave via flashback. Moving on, one of the core cards of the deck is the Dream Shackle Geist for 3. It's a 3/1 with flying. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. Tap a target creature, opening up that attack lane for you. Or target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untapped step. So you can basically lock down a creature for as long as the Geist remains in play and it was tapped, which is like a, Holy Toledo's style moment. Speaking of the lockout of the creatures, we have, again, the Devoted Graft Keeper and the Departed Soul Keeper. The Graft Keeper for 2 is a 2/1 with Disturb for 3, which would play the Soul Keeper, a 3/1 with flying. The Soul Keeper can only block other creatures with flying, and the Graft Keeper, when it enters play, will mill 2 cards, and whenever a spell is cast from our graveyard, we get to tap a target creature we don't control. So through the combination of the Graft Keeper to tap a creature we don't control when a card is played from the grave, and then the Shackle Geist to keep that creature locked down forever, or maybe even just tapping 2 different creatures to keep those attack lanes open. Of course, both of these cards are non-legendary, which means you can stack them and really get a ton of tapping done. We're also annoying our opponent not only with the taps, but the Strict Proctor for attacks. It's a 2 mana 1/3 with flying, and whenever a permanent enters the battlefield, causes a triggered ability to counter that ability unless its controller pays 2. So it's a nombo with the Graft Keeper, mill 2 cards, but that really doesn't matter to us at all. The Vengeful Victim is in here. 4/4 with flying. When it attacks or blocks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. Disturb for 3 as an enchantment. Enchanted creature has, whenever it attacks, create a 4/4 spirit with flying that's also tapped and attacking and will sacrifice itself at the end of combat. Really, really cool to get these 4/4 flyers with haste, dealing some damage. We also have Vega the Watcher for 3, a 2/2 with flying, and whenever you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, from our grave, we get to draw a card. So a little bit of sustainability here through Vega. The Lantern Bearer, nice early drop, 1/1 with flying, Disturb for 3, giving a enchanted creature +1/+1 and flying. Putting that on the Graft Keeper before it's transformed by chance. Everything else has flying other than the Stonebinder's Familiar, and you can give that flying as an option as well, right? And whenever a card is put into exile from anywhere, our turn, put a +1/+1 counter on the Familiar. This ability triggers only once each turn, right? So, getting the Spirit buff here is really nice. The Disturbed tokens will go into exile instead. Just make sure it's on your turn, and that's going to push up that Stonebinder Familiar for you, which is really quite nice. The pathways, the deserted beach here for land, consistency's sake, and you know, that's the whole deck, you guys. Very basic build, very easy to play, and actually fairly competitive in the current meta, as I hope to demonstrate within today's gameplay footage. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like to show your support. Subscribe to the channel so you can follow my journey through Magic the Gathering. And yeah, most importantly, just enjoy today's game. Going first with a really weird hand. I'm going to mulligan it. 2 negates still. Get out of here. I only want 1. But I want 1 all of the time. No islands. That really is going to slow us down. Problem solved. Hit for 1. Retain that we're mono white to them, right? Kind of hide that information. Discarding the Lantern Bearer. Land out. Vega out. No attacks. Lantern Bearer from the grave to draw? Question mark? Oh, no. And that is a good card. We need to draw. Or give the binder flying here. We get the draw. It's even the right color land. BEA beautiful. There's no attacks, though. Not today. We're going to get that Vengeful Victim out. If they attack, we go with the Geist and just auto-lock it forever. Oh, we lose Vega. We get hit for 2. No blocks. Lock out the Geist, or the Scavenger with the Geist. And then I'm holding up this negate to protect the Dream Shackle. And then hopefully we just always keep this Scavenger tapped out. No blocks, down to 17. Vengeful Victim out. Land stays in hand in case it's a forced discard. We just keep that Nighthawk tapped. We hit for 5. And turn, land in hand to discard, so we don't have to discard the negate through another Elder Fang. I will block this. Do it. I dare ya. What you doing, Willis? Blood on the nope. That's fun too. Let's do a blue source. That gives us 6, which is on the familiar. Then the Geist pushes everybody up. Dream Shackle continues to lock out their Scavenger. We hit for 7. Good game, my friend. I think we're onto something. This is performing really nicely. On the draw with a couple of my favorite cards. Reclaim the Waste. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it into your hand, then shuffle. Okay. No turn 1, so we're in tapped. Vine Gecko is the place to be. I think they have ETBs. Pretty sure, like, you know, when this card enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, right? Like the Roost of Drakes, I think there's an ETB there that we should hunt out. In tapped. One less to kick a spell as well. Alright, so the split current is active. Is it good? Let's geist it up for 2, down to 18. We're not going to mill with these Graph Keepers because of the Proctor, but I still think it's worth trying to tax them. Yeah, so here's the kicker. And they choose not to go for it. So they're aware, right? They know what's happening. I'm going to pay for the mill. I think. Okay. Let's hit for 4. Oh, we're tapped and they're interacting with us. Interesting. Yikes. Into the Royal. And we hit for 1. Could have been worse. So we'll have 5, so we can play the Patrician for 3 and the Graft Keeper from our grave to, as the Soul Keeper, I should say, to tap them. They do kick a Roost here. I don't think that triggered our ETB, though, did it? No blocks, down to 15. Plant out as a blue source. Patrician out. Graft Keeper to tap Drake. Swing in for 4. Drake blocks the Graft Keeper. We cast it next turn for 2 as the Soul Keeper. And it packs a bit of a punch here. They don't find what they want. And, you know, I was still happy to finish out that game. Alright, we're on the draw. We can keep 7. A nice turn 2. No turn 1, admittedly. A little bit sad, but we can move past it, right? Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. We drew the 3rd land. What can go wrong? Literally can't go tits up. I mean, this trades with it. My computer's pretty laggy. I guess shouldn't be rendering videos while we record. It's almost done. Don't worry about it. This is just how the client runs. It's fine, you guys. I'm playing on my phone. This is my Nokia. Does a pretty good job, doesn't it? We kill the token. We have to sacrifice. It's whatever, right? What if we can Vega victim them? Dio Vega victim. Their 4th land. They're playing Saltai, and they actually have access to a red land as well, which is a Witch deck, I think, with the addition of red. I think it's Witch. 4-color deck minus white. If you're curious as to what I'm trying to reference. I think it's got a couple different names, but I know it to be a Witch deck. I'm about 90% sure. The seclusion of red. Sorry, the exclusion of white. They have 2 mana up. I mean, not sure what they have planned. I think they're gonna, like, Blizzard Brawl us. I'm gonna be honest. Inscription. Okay, just a fight. And that's a trade, so could be worse. It could be far worse. Strict Proctor out. And then the Vengeful Victim on the Proctor should be alright. They're down to 3 cards. An Emergent Sequence. Land in play, just fine. And then they're going to dump into the class. Also, you know, doesn't matter, right? Don't have the removal on so few land, it is a fairly tough decision. Let's just go Victim Binder. And then we can hit for 1. Gain, you know, access to negate. And they would want to shut down the victim as soon as possible. They're free casting creatures off the top, which we haven't actually seen one other than the Sculptor. We get that land, which is fairly reasonable. And this is kind of where it gets weird here, right? We could just push up all the spirits. That might be most beneficial. I like just holding up the negate too, though. But if they're playing creatures, the negate's probably a dead card, so let's just go for it. Dorothea's Retribution. Whenever it attacks, we create a 4/4 that is also tapped and attacking. It would have to be instant speed. I don't think they're dealing with us effectively here. So creating that 4/4 spirit, tapped and attacking, it does sacrifice it at the end of combat. And then the Vengeful Victim will sacrifice itself also. But we're hitting for 9 here, down to 10. Pretty decent. Three cards in hand. They're playing creatures off the top of their library. There's a land into play. 8 available mana. Tapping for 2. Sculptor out. Oh, 9 available mana because the creature in play is also a land, right? Path to the Festival. Searching for a basic land. Into the battlefield. And then for the 3 or more basic land types, which they do have, scry 1. So they get the scry. And this is a 5-color deck as we now see the planes in play. You can call it a rainbow if you want. Liberator off the top of the library, getting some value through the Rangers class. Killing our Retribution by sacrificing the Outlander. Pretty good. But we shall not stand for it, as we have another. And this bearer can, you know, maybe interplay on its own as well. Swing in for 5. Pretty decent. They have plenty of lands to get around the tax that the Strict Proctor presents. We do push up our spirits next turn. Oh, there's that Blizzard Brawl. Nice. Blizzard Brawl is a good card. Even in a 5-color deck, people run it. Alright, what else do they have? I think there's maybe a little bit more here. They could sacrifice this, right? They do. They do. So we lose our Stonebinder. We lose 2 life, and they make it 2/2. Plus they draw a card? Oh, they draw 2 cards, and they gained 2 life. That's a fairly valuable play. No blocks. Down to 12. Dream Shackle out. We lock the Sculptor. Ooh, snack skins. Little Johnny Atkins. Can we race? I don't know. I just want to play the Catilda for the life gain at this point. You know, we're getting low on life, right? Uh-oh. Whoa-oh. Roiling regrow, whatever. Care less. It thins their library. I guess this is good for them. They do get to shuffle as well if they're trying to play off the top of Rangers class, if there's land in their way. Did I not lock down this sculptor? I could have swore that I must have... Oh no, they snakeskinned it. I remember now. We do get it this time, though. We do hit for 3. Down to 4. We gain a little bit of life. Another Rangers class. Oh, that troll is going to be massive. That's going to be a fatty for sure. Oh, you thick boy. I get the scry plus the land. We have 13 land in play to our 4. LOL. Okay, so this is less than ideal. Down to 1 life. But that does give us lethal. Good game, because we can play Catilda on the Geist. Nice! On the draw, land is nice. Let's maybe just go in with the Flyers. There's no exile yet, so why focus on it? Flying is a form of evasion, which is an inherent advantage over the groundies. Okay. I think Proctor to shut down any ETBs, but at the same time, I like that mill effect quite a bit. I'm going Proctor, or else we'll regret it. Play with fire for 1. Village Rights. Oh, boy. Look at them go. Proctor in play. We can Proctor double binder next turn. I assume they just want to kill this. Alright, here's a 1-drop. Not doing anything with it. Interesting. Let's hit for 1. Maybe. Tie up the game to 19 here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Stonebinder out. Proctor available. Cat wants in. With Maya says, how dare you lock me out of my own room? Minus 50 DKP. No blocks here. Alright, so that takes care of itself. Drawing more land. I don't really appreciate that. Double Proctor nullifies that. So let's Stonebinder. And then Lantern's Gift on the Familiar, or the Binder. It gets flying. We hit for 2. That life gain off of the vampires fairly sustainable for them. Hungry for more. And they are indeed. No blocks. Down to 13. Yikes. Oh. A little late, negate. You know what I mean? Be a blue source. Let's swing for 4. Graft Keeper for the block. We can't pay. Just decline. Rather hold up the negate. 2 cards in hand plus the Persistent Specimen is a 1/1. It's pretty cool that it can keep entering play just for 3. All by its lonesome. They're looking at the Graft Keeper. And I say, yeah, you can take it. Make the treasure. Don't you dare target me. They do. And this is a happy negate. We like that. Last card in their hand, plus the skeleton, which we're not really concerned about. The Soul Keeper is ready to enter, and with that... Oh, no. We can play them both because the Patrician reduces the cost of our spells from grave. Yikes. Beautiful. That's 5 damage. Sorry, 7 damage. Math is hard. Like that. No, that did way more than 5 damage. And, you know, we are sitting on quite a bit next turn as well. I'm just going to take it, no blocks. What if they have a spell that kills a creature that was dealt damage this turn? They would have killed the Geist for sure. Okay, let's just take the win. Can't count, but I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, no. Good game. On the draw, turn 2 is good. I think we proctor here for sure. Okay, Barbarian class. Now, this is interesting, right? This may be a dice rolling deck, which is pretty cool from the Dungeons and Dragons set. Something that kind of came and passed like quite quickly. Wasn't ultra competitive by any means. They push into it. So whenever you roll 1 or more dice, target creature you control gets +2/+0 and gains menace until the end of turn. That should have been a blue source. It doesn't matter. The beach will save us. This can be a blue source. Haste on creatures. Wow. Two for 2. Curious what they're doing. Haste is great. What's that card that rolls dice when it attacks? Human Bolt kills our Proctor. I find that to be fairly interesting. Which makes me just want to play another one. If it upset them that much not to kill the Patrician, I think that, you know, I'm fine with that. Let's let it kind of get in there again with another one, right? Looking for our 4th land still. If we can find the land, we could 2-drop hold up negate, which is decent. And then the 5th land after for the same thing. Four available mana. They've just passed their turn. Wow. We get the land. We swing for 4. Vengeful Victim is now active. It's a 5/5 BEA beautiful. Negate is up. Trying to kill the Geist, and I will not allow it. Only killing one creature. We probably could have left it. The deck of many things gets through. And I just don't think that matters. Build it in play. Let's push up. Self-sacrifice. Hit for 9. Down to 3. So this rolls dice as well, right? They do need a field wipe here. Fading Hope on Catilda. Delina the Wild Mage is the card that we're thinking of. Oh, there it is! What? Shouldn't have thought of it. They get the double roll, right? So that's cool. And it gets +2 and Menace. It's a big hit. Good game. But we strength for lethal. They almost got it. I want to give up. Okay, on the draw. Turn 1 is nice. Turn 2 is maybe acceptable. We shall see. That Proctor's not bad. Worst case scenario, if we don't need the negate. But we have to make that decision first. No blocks. I don't want to let them ramp for free. Oh, they get another. You dirty, dirty dog. No attacks. No blocks. Land out. For 2. Want to play Vega, but I think we should wait and hold up negate. End turn. We don't get to negate something here, I'm going to be pretty sad. I mean, it's something. It's something. Right? Oh, it's something. Land out. I mean, at this point, we don't have protection, so... We're also not casting from the grave yet, so let's go Catilda. And we hit for 1. Five available mana. They want to hook for 3, but they can't because the Proctor, they can only hook for 1. But that's all they need. Okay. Yikes. Let's just push up Catilda. And she's going to keep us in the game. Right, let's swing for 6. Innkeeper's fine. Three hits. I'm going to take the damage. I mean, we're at 22, right? No blocks. They have to hit with that. They can counter that ETB life gain off the Innkeeper there. We're playing 2 more spirits. Push up Catilda. And we hit for 2, 9, 10. They would block these, so just take confirmed damage. Down to 1. We got a nice field. Like a meat hook would be really bad. Blood on the snow. Stuff like this. Gross. That kills Catilda too. Oh no! Oops! The Proctor. Oh, my lantern. No, 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 no. Not like this. Yikes. Good game. That really hurt. Strict Proctor. Going first. We have that turn 1 if we want. Either way. We have a turn 2 as well. Let's go this way with flying, as the Vengeful Victim re-equip through the Retribution is probably most effective on another flyer. For 1. Victim in play. It might just be a Fading Hope immediately, I think. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm just going to hold up negate. Right, we have it. Why not use it? If for 1. And turn. No. Sorry. Sorry. Victim out. Binder out. For 2. Now they field wipe us. Expressive. Okay. So expressive. Ah! Get out of here, is it, player? Holy Toledo's. Or really, the Holy Ghost, I should say, is a Azorius spirit deck that performed better than expected. If you've not seen the banned version, I have that pinned in the comment below. Go check it out. You'll enjoy. And let me know which version that you like best. Of course, if you have any suggestions to this particular variant, let me know in the comments below, and maybe we can re-showcase it in the future as we've improved it with your ideas. And now it is card of the day. Slacking out again. I don't have the camera set up. Easy focus camera, perfect. Chandra's Phoenix is a 2/2 with flying and haste. We're gonna read a little bit more about it here, so I don't have to focus on it. And here is the artist, Alexi Bryalcott. Pardon me, you know, I may as well be the cat trying to speak here. And you can check out all of their other art, while it be magic related or not. It looks like there's a lot of Marvel stuff here. There's like Space Hulk. Check it out, you guys. And then, of course, if I can try to tab out here. There we go. Cat. You know, it's always in the way. Can you hear? That's some cat butt ASMR right there. Chandra's Phoenix. It's got haste, and this creature can attack right away. Whenever an opponent is dealt damage by a red instant or sorcery spell you control, or by a red planeswalker you control, return the Phoenix from your grave to your hand, which is fairly nice, right? That recursion from the grave is fairly cool. It's a cheap card. You know, this is not valuable. 24 cents. The most expensive variant is a 67-cent foil, which we do have. It is a foil that we have, you guys. You know, Baller, Sean Collar here. You gotta love that Phoenix, right? And the art within Magic is so cool. So, you know, let me know what you guys have been thinking about the card of the day. Of course, if you want to protect your products with some cool sleeves, we got that available in the link there, right? Other than that, cool deck today. A banned variant pinned in the comments below, and of course I'd love your feedback on it. So thank you so much again. Like the video to show your support, subscribe to the channel for more cool content like this on your YouTube feed. Have a magical day, right? That's the most important thing that you can do for me today, and we'll see you soon in the next